Hi, I'm Leah from Back to Basics, and today I want to talk about stress and how it affects your dog's behaviour. Stress is a natural part of life and we all have to go through it, whether we're humans or dogs, and it's important to set your dog up so that they can cope with stress rather than having a life that's so full of stress already that any extra amount will just push them over their threshold. If you think about how stress affects you as a human, people tend to become a little bit more ratty, they snap at each other a bit more, they maybe can't concentrate on things, so it affects you and how you behave. It's exactly the same with dogs. There's one down here now. Go wiggle. So back to dogs and stress. When an owner or even some trainers work on a specific dog behavioural problem, whether it's dog reactivity, human reactivity, whatever, a lot of them tend to think that it's a good starting point is to just address and work on the specific issue. However, this is just a trigger, and there's a lot of other incremental little layers that lead to that behavioural problem actually being exhibited. So when you think of a behaviour issue, try and think of stress. This vase represents your dog's threshold for stress, where they actually will react up here, and this is how much stress your dog currently has in their life. So if you're addressing just the behavioural issue head on, you're just doing this. Just draining a tiny, tiny amount out. So what you've not realised is that all of these incremental layers here are what's actually causing your dog to reach the trigger point in the first place. So how can you drain this amount of stress? Let's think about what your dog needs. They need regular exercise so that they can drain that physical energy and feel calmer. They also need mentally fulfilling activities such as fetch, doing some tricks, doing some kind of scent work, that kind of thing. They also need routine and structure in their lives, doing obedience, that kind of thing, so that you're actually talking in a common language. Also, we need to look at health, just to make sure that they've got good bones, they've not had any joint problems that we're unaware of, they're not having any stomach upsets that we're not aware of, so that kind of thing. And then last of all, foundation work. I'll talk a bit more about foundation work in another video I'll do later on in the week, but it kind of sets the tone for your relationship with your dog to put it in a healthier level. So as you can see, after addressing all of those, you've just got a tiny amount of stress. This is a much better starting place to start your dog's day off. So it's our job as owners to make sure that our dogs' lives are initially low in stress, so that when daily life brings about the normal surprises it normally does that results in a bit of stress, then they can cope with that. So work on those other little incremental layers. Hope this has helped.